The video, what I want to talk about in this particular video, um, well, I took a phone call earlier today. Well, let me see, yesterday now. I think it's after midnight. Let's see here. Yeah, it's after midnight. So I took a phone call earlier today. Hold on one second, guys. Let me get some scratch paper here. Okay. Just in case I have to write something down here. So, I took a phone call earlier yesterday from one of my subscribers. He's actually from Canada. And what he was saying was he watched my videos a lot and he agreed with, majority of what I say in terms of how to set it up and marketing, etc., etc. And he actually used some of my techniques. But where he disagreed with me is he says that he feel that you don't necessarily need to have employees to advance your commercial cleaning business, to grow it operation wise. And we kind of differed there, so we kind of talked about it and debated it back and forth. But what he said was absolutely amazing in terms of how he go about to get his accounts is the same way that I pretty much go about, but he chose to be a one-man operation. So that's the nature of this particular video, guys, because this guy, he actually sent me record keeping of his books to show that he generate at least $125,000 annually in annual revenue. Now that's a lot. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people in franchise don't do that. I'm talking about the people that bought into the franchise system don't generate $125,000 annually. So when I was looking at it, I was reading, and it wasn't so much about that, because whether he was doing 125,000 or whether he was doing 50,000 annually, it's still astounding for a one-person operation. So I'm not going to retract what I say, because I do believe the best way to grow it is have either some subcontractors or some employees working for you. That way you can concentrate on the marketing aspect, on the administration part of it, right? Once you have a system in place and you have it put together well, you'll be able to, focus on other sides of the business, right? Because you have the actual work part nailed in terms of having employees. But this particular guy, Canadian guy, he's been doing this for about 2.5 years, and he's up to $125,000 annually in annual revenue, and he's just a one-person operation, right? So he goes to all his accounts, he handles everything by himself. Now, I think that's hard for the vast majority of us to do, because I just don't think a lot of people will have the willpower to be able to equally manage the administration part as they clean the business, right? As they clean the facilities. So I think that's phenomenal, and I wanted to go live and talk about that, because that goes to show you that, number one, I never profess that I'm absolutely right, that my word is bond, that you should go the way I say go. But conversely, like I say, there's other ways to run this operation. There's other ways to run this particular business. Okay, so I tell people all the time, there's no right or wrong way to do the commercial cleaning business. There's absolutely not. I mean, if you're a cold call person, do some cold calling. If you're a door-to-door, do some door-to-door. If you internet guy, you're good at SEO and other forms of internet marketing, then go that way and market your business that way. All right. But like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do it. So as I talked to this guy, and he was telling me, he say, well, I use a lot of your techniques on an ongoing basis to drum up business and get accounts. So he was like, I do agree what you say does work in terms of the marketing and how to drum up business, the door-to-door, the cold calling. He doesn't find cold calling to be as effective as he do door-to-door, but he find door-to-door to be the most effective way to drum up business, and I agree. Uh, the thing is that the vast majority of us just don't do it because of the fear of getting thrown out of the building, get thrown out of the office. By the way, if you're just joining me, I would like for you to like, share, and subscribe this video. If you can share it on your Facebook or any other platform that you might be on, please do so. I would greatly appreciate that. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. But like I said, guys, there's no right or wrong way to do it. This particular gentleman that I'm talking about, this Canadian guy, he says, he watches my channel religiously, my live videos. He don't always, well, he doesn't speak, he said. He's about 40 years old, and he generated $125,000 annually in annual revenue. Like I say, that is a lot of money, because a lot of people just don't make that type of money annually. He's an independent, he's not a franchise. But the thing is, you guys, once you set up a system, okay, whether you want to be the sole person that's working the accounts and doing the administration as he does, or whether you want to be kind of similar to what I do and hire employees, or for those that might want to have subcontractors, you have to go ahead and start. No way around that. You have to go ahead and start. Once you get the ball rolling, okay, once you see, you will respect the grind more once you get out there and see that, okay, this is not as hard as I thought. Okay, now the accounts might not be coming to you as easily as you thought, but it's definitely not as hard as you thought. Okay, so that's what I want to kind of help you guys, focus on, is really getting out there. 2016, 17 years over. We got 2018 quickly coming through, right? If you can get started now, why wait till 2018 when you can start today? At least start some of this stuff, right? Get your DBA, get your EIN, get your your banking situation, get those things out the way. Even if you don't start the marketing aspect of it, get the structure part out the way. Okay, it's very simple to do. Okay, and then once you get the structure part out the way, the next thing that comes is the marketing. Okay, find what works for you. You don't know what works until you try it, and that's what I have to tell a lot of people. You don't know what works until you try it. Like this Canadian gentleman, like I said, he said he tried some of everything. He find the door-to-door to be the most promising to him in helping his business grow or what have you. So, and he's in Canada. So if it work in Canada, it could work in the U.S. I got people that tune into my live. They from Australia, they from the U.K., from Portugal or whatever, and they're making money or they're building traction in those independent areas. It says, how do you do a walkthrough, estimate, and bid for the very first time? I have no equipment or employees, but I'm marketing to small commercial offices. Well, the walkthroughs is just a matter of going to any given location, introducing yourself, finding out who the decision maker is, and at that time you just, in a more relaxing way, you just say, hey, if you have about 5 minutes or less, let's do a quick walkthrough, see how can we be of service to you. Okay, now you generally go past 5 minutes because of the nature of what needs to be done, but no one ever thinks about that, okay, when you go in there to do the walkthrough, right? Like I say, you could go door to door and try to nail a walkthrough. Just, you don't have to come back and do a walkthrough, right? You go in, introduce yourself, let them know how you can be of service to them, figure out what they need, right? Write down all of their needs. And then you, in a polite way, say, hey, if you got about 5 minutes, we can do a quick walkthrough. figure out what you guys need and how we can be of service, right? You do the walkthrough, take your notes, kind of go back out to your car. I don't like to sit on the property or the premise and draw up my agreements. I like to tend to be away, right? So even if you go down the street to McDonald's and sit in their parking lot, right? Or you go to Starbucks, whatever, right? You go, you do up your agreement, or well, I should say you do up your estimate, because you have to put in an estimate first. So you do up your estimate, put that in, and if your estimate hit home run, they'll pick you up. Here's what I'm thinking, and is what I find. Like for those smaller accounts, you guys, I would say, and also depending on the area, give and take, but I would say stay between $40 and $60. Okay, depending on the size, what they need you to do, stay between $40 to $60, right? Because if you get let's say a $40 account and it only takes you an hour and a half, Leon Don. Let me answer that right now. I'm assuming you're asking me when I say 40 to 60. I'm assuming you're asking me if that's per hour. No, that would be per cleaning. Here's why. Here's why I say that. For your smaller accounts under 5,000 square feet, which is probably where you want to start off. Under 5,000 square feet, I would probably suggest that you stay between $40 and $60. Okay, and it can vary depending on location. Okay, because different locations, different areas of the country, you know, it's a little more, right? Like if you're in Cali, you're not going to charge the same thing you would if you're in Ohio, right? So it varies. But here's why I say that, and you're going to charge this per cleaning. I like the per cleaning for smaller accounts opposed to per hour, because you're not going to make no money at an hour and a half of cleaning, 2 hours of cleaning. Okay, and if you try to tax them $40 per cleaning, depending on the type of company, because some companies got budget and they can do it, they'll go ahead and they'll pay you $40 an hour. Some will. There is some that's out there, but you got somebody that thinks like, shit, no, why would I pay you $40 per cleaning when I can hire a gal or a guy off the street and pay him $10 an hour and he'd be just as happy, right? For 2 hours, right? I can pay him $10 an hour, right? So you'll make more money, because if you do $40 a cleaning per cleaning, if it take you an hour to clean it or it take you 4 hours to clean it, you're still going to get the $40. Once you develop a system, right, the first cleaning is going to be more because it's more detailed, right? You got to structure this building. You got to get this building up to code, so to speak, right? So it's going to be more the first clean. The second clean, you can come back down to the $40 per clean. So if you say how many times, if you look at it like this, okay, you got $40 per cleaning, right? And then you do it, you cleaning it 3 times per week. You add that up, that's what you make weekly. That's your weekly. Which is the 120. So you have $40 per cleaning. You're cleaning 3 times per week, and you about at 120, right? So then you do that 120 times 4, right? And then that's your total amount. You do the 120 times 4, so you go 20, right? And you're at 480. Okay, that's just for that one account. 480. Okay, now let's see how quick this money could add up, right? That's one account. You got $40 per cleaning. You clean this particular account like basically every other day, weekends off, right? 3 times per week. That's 120 times 4. That's 480. That's one contract, folks. An extra cool 480 could mean the world, could be the night and day for you. Okay, so that's one account. So let's say you go out, you do another account for about the same size, $40 per cleaning. You're cleaning this one 2 times a week. Okay, so that's 80. You go ahead and you multiply that times 4. Okay, now you see where I'm going. This money at $40 can add up so fucking quick, right? Excuse my French, but it can add up so fucking quick. Okay, so let's say you done $40 yourself to death. Now I'm not telling you to be the cheapest, okay? But I'm trying to give you a visualization of how quick the money can add up. All right, and $40 to them might be like, shit, that's a deal, right? But you also have to consider the fact that what need to be done, because it's a such thing as general cleaning and it's a such thing as like extra. Okay, so if you're doing some extra work that's not really part of your general cleaning system, then you're going to charge a little bit extra because you're doing extra work. If you're doing some extra type of work for them, okay, so you're going to charge extra. I would say extra will go anywhere maybe from $10 to $20 depending on what it is. You just up it, you add that to that, okay, and then you just explain the cost. Like typically, ma'am, this would be $40 for just your basic general cleaning, but in the nature of what you want done, it's going to be $60 for this particular account. So you just marked it up a extra $20. Okay, let me see here. If Fabio, if someone comes to your area, do you train to help people with walkthroughs? I'm from Akron. I love Akron. Yeah, I can come to your area. I can come to Akron and do it. I got a situation coming up. A guy is paying for me in the upcoming weeks. I'm gonna actually be flying out to him. He's actually in Tampa, and he has a one second. I got you. Let me finish with is it Tyron? Hopefully I said your name right. Yeah, I can actually come to Akron and help you. I got a guy that's it's paying for me to come out to help him with his walkthroughs. I'm actually gonna help him with. Oh, it's like Karen. Okay, I'm sorry, Taryn. Okay, got it. Okay, I'm actually gonna be doing phones with them. I'm gonna be at his place. He's gonna actually tape me or record me as I go ahead and work the phone to show him how to get the ball rolling on that, and then we're gonna do some door-to-door stuff. Let's see here. That would be great. I'm just getting started, but I like your guidance for sure. Oh, thank you, Taryn. I greatly appreciate it. Just continue to follow me. You're at the right channel. Thank you, Mr. Fabio King James. Now this King James, you guys, let me tell you about this guy. This is one of my favorite guys. Not because he damn near bought everything that we offer. The thing is that Fabio, you are really inspiring. Thank you so much, dude. I greatly appreciate you. I really love you guys here. It's really sincere here on this channel. I really want you guys to win. And that's why I present my videos the way I present them to you, because you guys just don't know how I was just like in your position in 2012. Like I was just in the position. And I was just talking to King James about it. I was talking to him before I even went live. And it's crazy because there wasn't a Fabio Hart available to me as I am to you guys. There's nobody that wanted to see me win more than me. You know, there was nobody that put their hat out for me, right? I knew coming into it, I knew there was going to be a price, whether it was a mentor session or whether somebody had this package or that package. So I was prepared because I was logically thinking like, okay, what is it for them? What's in it for them? So when I talk to you guys and give you guys this and impute this information into you guys, I really want you to use it because I think out of all of the channels here on YouTube in regards to commercial cleaning, I think that I stand out in a way because I think the passion that I have for you to win, it's not fraud, it's not fake, it's not, I really want you guys to win. I'm genuinely wanting you to win. Like, I have nothing to gain by hating on you guys if you're in South America, if you're in Portugal, if you're in Canada, right? I have nothing to hate on you guys if you're in Seattle, Washington. Hell, I don't even operate in Seattle. Or if you're in California, right? Or this young lady, she's in Akron, right? She's pretty close to me. My office is in Toledo, right? She's actually pretty close to me. But the thing is me hating on you guys, so why not share the wealth? It's enough. This is a 80, maybe more, $85 billion industry. And I can't monopolize that, right? So there's enough for all of us. Everybody here on this live right now have a fair shot of making their portion of that $85 billion market, right? You have your fair share of that. If only you put in the effort, you believe in yourself, and you just duplicate that, right? So whatever you do to get the first account, just do it again, get another account, do it again and get another account. Okay, then throw a hook in there and switch it up and see what you can do, using other forms of marketing. And that's how my system was built. Let me see here. I believe it. Let me see. Let me go back up because he asked me something. So when do you determine when you will size charge, by the hour or by the square foot? I would say by the square foot. Like the bigger it is, the larger the account. I would say the lesser you can charge. You don't have to, right? Also, the more days you work, the lesser you could charge. Okay, the less days you work, the more you want to charge because you're not entering that building enough to cover your costs. Okay, so if you're doing once a week cleaning, you might want to charge pretty stiff for that. Okay, because you're only entering that building once a week. So that building is going to probably be twice as dirty by the time you get to it the following week because you only enter that building once a week. That makes sense. Opposed to if you entered at least, let's say, 3 days. Okay, if not every day, at least 3 days. Okay, maybe even 2 days, right? You got a fair chance. You got a pretty clean building, right? But if you're doing once a week and no telling how that staff is, okay, 1 week it might be okay. The next week might be absolutely atrocious. Okay, so you have to go in there and you have to get it together. But the larger the building is and the more frequent the days, the lesser you can charge. You don't necessarily have to. Okay, so that's how I evaluate it. Let me see, for a 20,000 square feet plus building, what percentage of profit do you think is reasonable? 30%? Thanks, Fabio. Leon Don. I don't know. I would have to be in that stand. I would have to see how early on in my career, because like very early on, if I would have had a 20,000 square foot and I was just starting out, I probably would have not paid myself a lot. Actually, I probably would have just threw all of that back into the business because I'm still in the development stage, right? So I probably wouldn't have been as worried about the profit margin in terms of the early stage as I am the growth of my business, right? as far as getting contracts and really learning what I'm supposed to do in this 20,000 square foot building. So I don't know. I would have to kind of be in that situation and see what we're charging and try to gauge from that. Okay. Yeah, I can tell that you're sincere. It's a rare. Uh, what's up, Fabio? I'm late, but I'm here. You're never late, dude. What's up, Dream? Wow, awesome. That makes so much sense. Thank you, brother. Oh, you're welcome, dude. Like, you're welcome. So that's what, like I say, I want you guys to win. And then going back and talking about this Canadian guy that make $125,000 a year in his cleaning business, and he's the only employee. So it can be done. It can be done. Now, I'm not personally a big fan of that, because I believe if I have people in place working, that'll free up time for me where I can actually do more important things, get newer contracts, check on existing contracts, and not so much have to worry about the headache of actually going in this evening and clean. But in the beginning, I bust my ass. That's what I had to do. So the way I looked at it in the very beginning, what I did, my daytime hours, like my 9 to 5, was solicit new business, and my 6 to whenever, 3 a.m. in the morning, was me cleaning the contracts. Okay, so I almost had no time for socializing, no time for my favorite TV show, no time for that. I was just so focused, and that's what I absolutely did in the very beginning. Once again, from the time I woke up, let's say, hypothetically, let's say 8 o'clock to the evening, I did nothing but market. I did nothing but go door to door, pick the phones, door to door, pick the phones, door to door, pick the phones, right? And then in the evening time, what I did was go to the existing accounts, if I had any at that time. Okay, now if I didn't have any accounts, what I would do is just go home, see what I did for the day, work on that, and see what else I could do from home, like place, my flyer on Craigslist, or put an ad on Craigslist, right? Just try to solicit business. I would just try some of everything, right? Get my business card structured and all of that type of stuff, right? So I was steady trying to build this thing to a point where I can get it to run on autopilot, or at least get it to a point where it made sense to me, where it was like sensible. I had a sensible system, if you will. So that's what I would suggest you guys do. Yeah, maybe if he hired workers, he'd probably go another 100. Yeah, you go maybe another 100,000, right? If he hire workers, but 125,000 a year isn't bad. So, that's where we disagree. He's like, and it's not because he's my subscriber. He just wanted to tell a story to me, and I found it very, very incredible, because he's a one-man operation. And just think, the entire year, you don't have to pay out no employee, no subcontractor. You're doing just straight, all he does is straight general cleaning. He doesn't do carpet cleaning, doesn't do nothing else. He do straight general cleaning. And with some extra stuff, like if you got some extra stuff, he'd do some extra stuff, and he'd charge extra for that in terms of actual cleaning. But he doesn't do like window cleaning, carpet cleaning, VCT floor cleaning. He doesn't do, a lot of other different things, right? He do straight general cleaning and generate $125,000 a year. And that's magnificent. Like, a lot of people don't do that. And they got a full staff, right? And they still don't do that. So I definitely commend him for that, especially a lot of franchises. So let me see. Yo, love that you're helping others. Man, this is very generous of you. No problem, Lamar, man. Like I say, bro, man, I wish I could just, man, like, I wish you could just, like, saw me in my early on stages, bro. I wish you could just, like, just sing, because, like, nobody put that pressure, nobody applied pressure to me but me. Like, I'm applying pressure to you guys because I want you guys to win. I feel like the market is so huge. Everybody on this live feed has opportunity to win in whatever area you're in. right? I'm not operating in every area or every corner of the country, right? This thing is a big ass industry, right? So you have your chance to get a part of that multi-billion-dollar industry, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just want you guys to win. But the hard part is not the fact that you guys can set the business up. What I'm finding is the hard part is for y'all getting out there and really going door to door. Now that's where I really want to just like choke you on, really, because, and when I mean choke, I mean choke you with love. You know what I'm saying? I just want to choke you with love, because I know whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve only if you take action. That's the part that Napoleon Hill left off. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. I do agree with him, only if you take action. You have to take action, because you can believe and conceive and believe and conceive and achieve and everything in your head, but you're not going to yield that result that you're yearning for if you don't take action. You got to follow that up with some type of action. Now, I'm not trying to discredit Napoleon Hill, because he just didn't add that to his statement, but he does talk about taking action and Think and Grow Rich. Let me see here. Let me catch up. Yeah, the Bible says if you give, the person giving it with it 10 times back. But it's for real. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Let me see here. That's awesome, but no time for family. Yeah, I didn't have time for family, dude. Like, because see, family is the type of people, maybe not all families, but a lot of families that I know, people that I know, families are the type of people, they do not believe in your dream until it become a reality. You could tell them all day, I'm going to start this cleaning business. They're going, ha! You about to clean toilets. You clean the toilets. But when cleaning toilets become profitable, then it goes to, hey man, shit. Hey, I'm trying to see if I can get on. Like, y'all hiring? You're going to say, wait a minute. You laughed at me and said I was cleaning toilets. Right? Now you're trying to get on. See, so a lot of times they don't believe in your reality. They don't believe in your dream until it becomes a reality. Let me see here. No, subcontract Victoria. She says, have you ever thought of subcontracting your contracts to other cleaning companies? No, because they may steal them. So, no. What area are you in? I may have missed it. My office is downtown Toledo, so I operate in Toledo, or which is Ohio, Michigan, and Georgia. Everybody in the live wish nothing but the best. And when the internet has made it possible. Yep, the internet has made it possible, definitely. I feel like if I can see you do it, I can take off from there. But see, unfortunately, that's how I learn. Okay, well, we could put something together, Taryn, for sure. We could put something together. My office is out of Toledo, and you're in Akron. You're not too far off. We could put something together. But Fob, like me, I have a daytime, full-time job, so I can only market via mail, call on my breaks. So I can't market door to door. Well, you can market door to door. You just have to make a way. Like you have to make a way. Like, you get off days, then you do it on your off days. So, but you go relentless. You go crazy on your off days. Or if you get the weekend, go on your weekend, even Sunday. If the office is closed on Sunday, leave a door hanger, leave a flyer, and then do a follow-up. That's my mindset. That's how I think. I would go door to door. They may not be there, but they have a drop box, a mailbox, or whatever the case is. I would leave a door hanger there, right? and then I will follow up Monday morning or Tuesday and say, hey, I was there, Sunday. I left door hanger. I just wanted to make sure that you got it. I don't know if you have a cleaning company or if you'd be interested in a cleaning company. I just wanted to follow up with the phone call and see where you stand and make sure you even got the door hanger or if you got the flyer. Okay, just something that simple, right? Can trigger something, right? And then you can perhaps maybe set up a time to come in and do a walkthrough. Let me see here. Yes, sir, Dream Team. Let me see. Thanks to your answer, I actually have 5 accounts, but it feels that my profit is very low. I do most of the accounts, and I only have one person helping me out. I'm struggling to stop playing it. Okay, so let me read that again. So Leon says he had 5 accounts, and it seemed like his profit is low. How big are the facilities? Like, give me a range between, let's say, 2,000 and 6,000, like 6,000 and 10,000. Like, give me a range, and give me about an approximation of what you're charging per account, and just have people doing the cleaning. Okay. Oh, nice. I'm in Detroit. Maybe I can hit you up for coaching if you do that. Yeah, I do coaching. I could. We can set something up, Lamar. Yes, sir. I work five days a week. I'm only marketing commercial clients, no residential. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you market commercial, no residential, that's fine. The best thing is hone in on a niche. Don't try to do on both. Right? Wait till you're successful in one, and then you branch out to another. Okay, so if you find a niche market, let's say you target medical facilities, then just go door to door, deal with medical facilities. Okay, you can start by zip code. Look up all the medical facilities in your area. Try to get an outline. Buy a little map of your area, of your town, your city, or whatever. You can break it down in zip code, or you can look it up by zip code online. Print it off. Just kind of figure it out. This is the way that I would do it. That way you can kind of gauge your area. That way you can see how far you would have to drive or commute from your home to this specific zip code. Zip code. So I would definitely take that into account. Maybe look up a map of your city online. They got the zip codes, and you see it on the map and everything, and then you kind of gauge from there. And then you just start looking for businesses or medical facilities in that zip code, right? You can start with calling them up, or you can use like a Google search, look them up, right? And then you go ahead and just start target marketing them. I've had Wait. Did you mean to say that you have one that's 20,000 square foot? Is that what you're saying? That's what you meant? 20,000 square foot? Because you said 20K. Okay, I was just making sure, because 20K, I was about to say, whoa, what's the problem there? Okay, so you got one that's 20,000 square foot, and it takes you 7 hours to finish it, and you're just charging $21.50. That's just one account, right? And you say you have about 5. That's I don't know. It depends on what the nature. I mean, how many employees do you have cleaning that? Terrence said 20,000 square feet. Okay, yeah. Yeah, how many employees do you have on that deal? Well, the reason is probably killing you because it sounds like a day porter account. So do you cleaning when the staff there? I'm assuming, right? You said 7 hours, so you there when during school hours, and it carry over to evening. Like how does it work? Oh, oh, you clean after school hours. They close at 6 p.m. Okay. Well, to be honest, without me actually knowing what it is that you're doing in that specific account, and just doing like a general walkthrough of that account, knowing what needs to be done, I can't say if that amount of money that you're making on that account is too low or underpriced, or or if it's right at the right mark, right? Because all I can do is just guesstimate 20,000 square foot, and then guesstimate what it is you're doing, and I might not be able to give you a realistic answer uh, to if you're right about where you're supposed to be, because I don't know the nature of the workload. Okay. um, Let me see, how many days a week? 5 days a week, I think you said. I can see where that can be a hassle. You might have came in a little too low on that. How many stories is it? Is it a single story, just flat surface building, or is it multiple floors, or? It's one story, 20,000 square feet. Yeah, see, I would have to look at the workload. I would have to know exactly what needs to be done. Because actually, I have a school. We have a school that we clean. It's multiple floors, but we have a school. Great questions. Yeah, we have a school, and it's a day porter, but we also have evening too, because so we got somebody there during school hours that's cleaning it throughout the day, and then after school we have like a shift change, and then we have evening crew to come in and pick up from there. So it like, for an example, like this building where I'm at, because it's broken down into so many buildings. This corporation, this company, it's $1 billion company, right? And it takes up 5 blocks, and we make double digits in this, in this, because it's almost like we bid it on each building, if that makes sense, right? Because we clean each building, and we also do the grounds. We upkeep the grounds. So we're like in double digits in terms of the monthly revenue for here, and it's way more than 20,000 square feet. But just to kind of give you an idea, like the workload to me, it's not that much here for what we're doing. What we're doing here is like basically just general office cleaning. We're not doing anything major or extra, or no buffing and waxing and no stripping. Although we do that like maybe twice out of the year, something like that. But for the most part, it's general cleaning, and we do like 5 buildings and the grounds, and we're in double digits. So we use credit card. We do ACH. We do ACH charges with credit cards. If you use a credit card, you could just hold the credit card on file. You let them know that you'll be holding it on file. And then at the beginning of each billing cycle, you just go ahead and bill it. Okay? Or they can cut you a check and you can go pick it up. Hold on 1 second, Taryn. Or they can cut you a check and you can just go pick the check up. That's the way I tend to like to do it, is to go pick it up, because if you depend on them sending it in to you, it may come. Try to raise my price next year. It might be a good idea. You might want to go up, some more thousands on it. Okay, but let me see. I lost my train of thought. You can use Car Service USA. We've used them. They're pretty good, but you have to shop rates, because different providers have different rates that they charge. Let me see. How much would you say that you? Hold on, let me see what Taryn saying. How much would you say you need to get started? Sorry if that's in another video. Taryn, when you say get started, are you talking about to start up your cleaning business? Is that what you're asking me? Okay, hold on 1 second, Taryn. I got you. Thanks. I'll try to raise my prices next year. Damn. That's I'm that low. Thanks. I heard that many times. No, a lot of times they won't forget to pay you. I can't say that I experienced that. A lot of times they might forget to send it off to you if you're waiting for it via the mail, right? So, or they may send it off late and you get it late. But I like to get my money on time so they can hold it, and I'll come and get it. Or, one of my, field supervisors, we come and pick it up. So, but ours is split half and half to a certain degree, because we accept credit cards too. So it makes it a lot better when we can just charge it at the top of the month. We still invoice them and send them out the invoice though. Okay, Taryn, I get asked that question all the time, how much to start up. Really, the only money that you're going to be putting out in the very beginning, to me, is just for your business license or your business startup, the fees for your startup. Okay, and then once you start it up, you get your EIN number, maybe a bank account. They might charge you $50 to open up, a business checking. It might be free, who knows. So you open up the business checking account, and then you go to market. Okay, so the type of marketing that I like to do is just sweat equity, simply put, and that's consistent of using the phones and going door to door. So it's really not as much as money in that as it is time. So, and I tell people all the time, if you got the money and you can pay somebody to do it, then go ahead if you got the money. But if you don't have the money, then you may need to put in sweat equity, which means you have to actually go out and go door to door. Leon, Fabio schooling us today on late night, and I love it. Yeah, that's okay. That's awesome. Send Debo to get the check. Send Debo. Oh man. Yeah, Debo. He might knock some shit out for the check. He might not give you a chance to give the check. Let me see. Victoria, when did you get your insurance? And what type of... I basically got general liability insurance. And it wasn't until 6 months in, because I didn't have the money in the beginning. So what I started to do is I started with small to medium sized accounts on like these type of deals that I was telling you guys about, right? With the 40, dollar per cleaning and $50 per cleaning, and I just let that rack up. And then when I started making a substantial amount of money, I went on and got the insurance, because I didn't have the money in the very beginning to be able to afford the insurance. Okay? And my policy early on was like low. Like I upped it since then, but I had like a $20,000 policy before, like, so I upped it over the years. But that's how I did it. I started medium, small to medium, because I felt like bigger organizations and companies would ask me for insurance, and I didn't have the money to get the insurance, so I wouldn't be able to show proof for the insurance. So I took the monies of the profits that came in from our smaller accounts, and I used it to get insurance. It worked out. I got plenty of time, so that's good to hear. That's not a bad thing. Yep, it's going to take some time, Taryn, but you will be able to do it. And definitely after talking to me, you'll be able to do it. And if I come to Akron and show you how to do this thing, you'll probably want me to relocate to Akron, because you'll probably want me on your team. Because I feel like I'm just that confident. I feel like if I walk in any building, once I look them in the eyes and, gain their trust, and they know that I know my stuff and know what I'm talking about, and I give them a fair price on the project, on the building, based on what they need done, I almost feel like they're going to hire me. I always go in, whether they send me out the door with the no, or whether they send me out the door with the yes, give us a bid, give us a proposal, give us an estimate, whatever the case is. I go in with the notion that I'm going to get that contract. Do you use any online service? Let me see. Do you use any online service for your payroll? If you do, which ones you recommend? Paychecks. I use Paychecks. Paychecks offer my staff a check card or direct deposit. That's what we do. We don't do paper checks. They take out a nominal fee out of the account. They handle the payroll, the hiring, the firing. You can log into the system and see year to date of what your employees make, what your employees are making, employee by employee. It's like a whole back office that you have access to when you use Paychecks. It's really phenomenal. They make it very easy. It's like 1, 2, 3 simple shit, like simple stuff. Like Ray Charles can see this. It's so simple. Like it's nothing difficult. Like once you log in, you'll be able to say, okay, Michael Jackson, Sammy Davis Jr., Ray Charles. Like you could really like just look at each employee account, right? And know what they made year to date. You can see the entire breakdown, the deductions, and all of that stuff. So Paychecks handle that. Another good one is ADP. Paychecks and ADP is the two largest. They're internationally operate. They operate internationally. Ha ha ha. Thanks again. May God bless this brother for being helpful. Not a problem. That's a good mindset to have. I'm going to be like you. Yep. You're going to be better than me. That's the mindset to have. Nice, thanks. You're welcome, Leon. Yep. Paychecks. You go to paychecks.com. All you have to do is call the local number in your area. Say, hey, I need to speak to a representative in regards to payroll. They'll send somebody out. You meet them at your local Starbucks or wherever you want to meet them at. They can come to your house, wherever you want to meet them at. And they'll sit down They have the laptops. They open it up, explain to you. They have different packages. You pick the package that you want that's most suitable for you. It's really, really reasonable if you got 100 or less employees and you're going through paychecks. When you get over 100 employees or have over 100 employees is when it could get a bit pricey. But as long as you got 100 employees or less, it's pretty reasonable. You guys got any more questions? Taryn, you can contact me via email. My email is bookfabiohart@gmail.com. That's BOOK, F like Frank, A like Apple, B like boy, IOHART @gmail.com. Bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Bookfabiohart@gmail.com. That's all one word. Okay, and myself or my assistant Jasmine, her name Jasmine, will respond back. Fabio, I know you like reading. Here's a book for marketing. The book is it's called Blue Ocean Strategies. Let me write that down. That's correct, Taryn. That's correct. The training is worth it. Thank you, my man, King James. King James. He's went through several of my coachings. He's on the right track. He's a phenomenal guy. He's definitely making way. He ordered my, and this is what we did for him. I think I told you guys about it on one of the other videos. He bought my agreement. It's a $500 agreement. We gave him a pretty good deal on it, and then we sent him all of the agreements that we ever used, from my first basic general agreement all the way up to the agreement that we use now. He has the flyers, right? He has everything, right? He did the coaching, he did the lead generation. See, somebody just hit me up on Facebook. I don't know if you guys can hear the notification, but they're looking for work. So they must have seen my ad. I'm always hiring. But anyway, he ordered all of our stuff and he's doing just phenomenal. He's on his way. He did my coaching, Taryn. He ordered my estimate breakdown, and we sent him so much more. He had the applications that we use, the timesheets that we use. We just gave him a great deal because he's a great guy. King James is going to go to the top. I promise you. The book sold for $2 million. It helped business at them. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. How do I try to stand out? Well, I use the media and my competition don't. Now, I'm not always in the media in terms of, I don't always do a press release, but I have done media in the past, right? And I ask people this all the time: how many lawyers do you see on TV? Would you agree that you see at least 4 to 5 lawyers on a daily basis on television? advertising in the media. So if somebody hits you with the motorcycle, you know who to call for that. If you have a heartburn, you know who to call for that. If you have doctor's negligence, you know who to call for that, right? But who do you know to call for commercial cleaning? If I ask you how many cleaning companies do you see on television or do you see in the media, you're probably going to tell me 0. Okay, so that's a way to set yourself apart. I don't care what city or what town you're in, USA, using the media manipulation helps build brand recognition and visibility. Sound good? That's just what I need. Well, I know when I'm working and I need help, I reach out to you for help and get your coaching. Yeah, you get my coaching, man. There's a lot of stuff that I talk about on coaching that I don't. Ask King James. King James, are you still with me? Ask him. He'll tell you. It's a lot of stuff that's I talk about on the coaching that I've never mentioned here, especially when it comes to residential. For my people that want to go into the residential market, I got a phenomenal way that I build traction that way. Even with the commercial side of things, King James will tell you. You know, Darnella, y'all remember Darnella? That was one of way back when. She's doing double digits. It took me 90 days to get my first account, and I got her through the lead generation program. I got her first account in 30 days, right? So she kept joining my lead generation because it was working for her. She kept sending the leads in. We kept calling the leads. It kept working for her, right? So, bam. And then I talked to her. I say, look, Darnell, you got to do some media. I said, just do this one time. Just do this one time. I was pretty confident that I can get her booked, and I got her booked. I got her booked in the local media. She was a little shy and all of that, but I got her booked in the local media. Took off. I said, Darnella, once you get on the news, once I get you booked, what I want you to do the next day, I want you to go out and start going door to door. Guess what's going to happen, Darnella? I say, when you go in, you know what they're going to do? They're going to say, oh my God, I seen you on the news yesterday. Was you on the news? You was talking about such, oh my God. Like they're going to be in awe that they seen you on the news, right? So that helps build brand recognition. That's what Donald Trump does. That's why he's a media whore. Like, that helps build brand recognition and visibility to your company. Now, I'm not saying you're going to go on the news because you want to sell something, because that's not why you're going on the news. You're going on the news to make yourself, number one, visible, and make the audience of that particular broadcast aware of what you got going on. It's just building awareness, okay, which ultimately translates into sales. Once they believe in your message and believe in what you're talking about, or they get into what you're talking about, they will inevitably call your phone, email you, go to your website, text you, whatever the case is, go to your Facebook. They will sort you out because they believe in what you were saying on the news, and that's helping build visibility, brand recognition, okay? And at that point, you can sell, as my dad say, son, I believe you can sell popsicles to Eskimos, popsicle sticks to Eskimos, right? Because I'm really out there. Let me see. Yeah, I'm really out there. So, I mean, everybody have to find their way to stand out. Whether you have a USP that's different than most, whether you have something that's compelling about your company that stand out that no other company offers, you have to be the Domino's. They say they can get the pizza done in 30 minutes or it's free or something. I don't remember what their little pitch was. Excuse me, but you can have your own little thing that sets you apart from the competition, or whatever the USP is. You have to own it. You have to stick to it. You can't just say something cheesy and then switch up on it. And another thing, man, let me talk about this, because I always do. You guys have to get rid of the naysayers. I don't care if it's your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. How do you order your supplies, and do you get a discount buck order? I get mine on credit a lot of times. So a lot of times they just deliver it to the warehouse that we have. We rent the storage warehouse facility for equipment and supplies, products and solutions. They drop it there, bill us, and then we pay the bill. That's the way it works. But look, if you guys got naysayers, people that don't believe in you, don't wait till 2018 to get those people out of your life. I need you guys to go through your Facebooks, go through your Instagrams, hell, go through your contacts in your phone, and dissect each and every person that's in your phone. Dissect each and every person that's in your phone, and see how can they be of value to you. I'm gonna say that again. See how they can be of value to you. And if you see no value of them being part of your life, or being part of just a connection with you, get rid of them. I don't care how much you love them. Get rid of them. There's a lot of people that's gonna tell you, if you ask them, I don't fuck with Fabio no more. I don't fuck with him because Fabio, he doing that cleaning business. He didn't just turn fake on a nigga. Or you might hear a female like, that used to be my boo, but he acting all phony and bougie and you think he bad and bougie now. He all sedity with this. No. It's not that you don't fuck with me, it's you can't fuck with me. Right? And I use that in that way so you guys can understand. It's not that they can't, that they don't fuck with me, it's you can't fuck with me. Right? That's the mindset that you gotta have. You gotta reposition your mindset. Okay? Because those same people will try to make fun of you starting to clean a business, talk about ain't no money and why you gonna clean toilets and why you gonna do that. And then when you start, driving a little better, for all my ladies here on the live, they get their little, boom boom, get their full set done, right? They bad and bougie, they on fleek, got their hair done and this and that. For my fellas, they got they then they're gonna start judging you for that. Man, shit, you making money, man. I ain't think that shit was gonna work, bro. How can I get on, bro? Y'all hiring? That's how it goes. That's all you have to do, Leon. Get the calling. Me too. Yep, that's all you have to do, Taryn. That's right, man. That's right. But see, and I'm glad that you guys are up. I'm glad that you guys are watching me this late, and I really greatly appreciate it. But I don't want you just to watch me for the entertainment's sake, because I try to make it entertaining. I try to be, charismatic and all of that stuff that keep your attention. But it's an education here. It's something that you got to have a burning desire. You guys got to really have a burning desire, right? You have to want this, as Eric Thomas says, as bad as you want to breathe. Okay? And if you don't want it, check out early. Cleaning may not be for you. Some of you might be mechanics and beauticians and child care development people and senior citizen people and yada yada yada. Some of you guys cleaning might not be the thing. Don't just do cleaning because you think it's, well, shit, anybody can clean up. Don't do it because of that. Okay? If it's not for you, just take the same techniques that I'm telling you and use it towards another industry. Okay? Because what I'm saying, to work in a service industry for cleaning as it would for a security company, as it would for a plumbing company, as it would for any other company, right? If you're a beautician, right? or whatever the case is. You know, you do hair, you do nails, you sell weave. You know, it's the ways of making money, right? You can use the power of Amazon, power of eBay, right? I told a young lady, she was on my Facebook page, and I told her, she was saying that she was into selling hair. I said, do you have a hair distributor, or a distributor, I should say? She said, yes, but I don't know how to get customers. I say, well, take a picture of the hair, put your name on the picture. You know how you edit the picture. Put your name on the picture. Put your name and your number. Post a picture in a group of, you know, the hair groups, because every little city got these little hair, nails, and cosmetic groups. Post the hair up. Keep posting it up. Keep posting it up. And eventually, through repetition, you will build traction. Okay? And then once you start making a little money with that, you can afford to do sponsor ads or Facebook ads. Okay? So you're going to gear your ads to people that's looking for the product that you're selling. Once they click on the ad, they're going to go to, you know, whatever page that you have, or website that you have, or, you know, WordPress blog site, or whatever that you have. And then there's where you're going to actually sell them on the different hairs that you have: Malaysian, Peruvian, Remy, Bocam, whatever these hairs is, right? I don't know. So, but, and it worked for her. But I told her, I said, it's not going to take money to necessarily do this. It's going to take time. Now, actually, did she have the hair, or would she have it drop ship? She didn't know what drop ship meant. So I explained to her what drop ship meant. Drop ship basically means when the distributor or the factory have the hair, and instead of them sending the hair to you, they bypass you and send it directly to the end user, but under your company name. That's drop shipping. So it comes from the manufacturer, but under your company name. She didn't see the hair, she didn't touch the hair, right? She didn't have to do nothing with the hair. Same thing I told a young lady to do. She liked to sell bags. I say, well, find a wholesaler, find a distributor for Coach, Gucci, Marc Jacobs, Michael Kors, all of these bags, right? That's just how I'm wired. And I said, well, once you post your bag on eBay and post your bag on Amazon, right, you can mark it down where you don't have to compete with the store prices, because the store prices got to charge 5, 6, 7, 8 times what the bag is really worth, because they have rent to pay in the mall, right, or in the strip mall, or wherever they have to pay rent. So they have to make that cost up somewhere. So I say you can have a real bag and charge just a fraction of what the mall charge, and it's real, providing you get the bag from a real distributor, or a real distributor, you know, a real dealer, and you can actually turn a profit on it. You don't want to have to purchase the bag where it's so high, or you can't make a substantial profit on it. It worked. It worked. I told her all you have to do is get the okay from the dealer, use their stock photo picture, the stock picture, post that stock picture on Amazon, post that stock picture on eBay, because they're not going to care. You can get the okay from, if I know that you're going to buy from me, hell yeah, I'll let you use my stock picture. You're going to buy from me ultimately. So they use their stock picture, post it on Amazon, post it on eBay, post it on these apps. They got these different apps, Wish and OfferUp, and you know, they all these different apps, right? And you post it on these different apps, and you post it on these different platforms, and the money, as long as you keep doing repetition, keep posting and keep it up there, the money will eventually come. You got to stay marketing. Get some postcards. You know, ride the bus from line to line, passing them out, leave them on the bus. The girl that's going to get on the bus, she going to say, shit, I could get a Michael Kors purse for this? Damn, they sell purses and hair. I can get, damn, this Peruvian, shit, okay, I can get these middle bundles for this much. Okay, again, that's how I'm wired, you guys, right? I'm not in the hair business, but I've been around females enough to know, you know, what goes on. So, you know, she can have a better deal than the girl on the east side of town, right? So I know I veered off the topic, but I'm just letting you guys know that if cleaning is not for you, right, then find your area of expertise and then market that through the roof. Okay, don't just take cleaning because you land on my YouTube and you say, oh, he does cleaning, make it sound easy, so I'm gonna do cleaning. Don't do it for that, because you won't have fun. Me, you guys heard my story. I didn't love cleaning when I first started. I loved the money that came with it, which ultimately helped me propel liking doing the cleaning, which I still don't do to this day, right? Because I hired people to do it. So I just govern it, I just watch everything, I just oversee everything, and I just let the employees do it. I'm not watching the entertainment. I'm taking it all in, what you're saying. That definitely evolve. I'll just call you evolve. Definitely, that's what I want you to do. I want you to take it in, but I want you to do something with it. Okay? So in the next 60 days, next 90 days, you should say, hey, I got 2 more accounts, they're profitable. I got 3 more accounts, they're profitable. Right? Don't forget, you guys, I got I don't put a cap on it. You say, how big do I want my company to grow? I don't put a cap on it. Yeah, I don't put a cap on it. I want it to grow as big as I possibly can. So I don't even try to think numbers in terms of growing, and I just try to think, keep working and keep building, keep developing. Do you have any job sites to get free job applications print out? Do I have any job sites to get free job applications print out? No. I'm not sure if I know what you're asking me. What you mean free job applications print out? Taryn said, thanks, Fabio. You're welcome, Taryn. Make sure you contact me too. So, Taryn, have you started yet? Have you registered your business? You got your DBA? You got your employer identification number? Right. Well, if he's looking for applications, I mean, hell, you can go to Staples and get an application. Oh. Nah, my application then changed over the years, but the application is that should be your least thing, because you can buy applications. You can go to Staples, Office Max, Office Depot, and you can purchase and buy the bundle, right? On the tear off sheet, you tear it off here you go, fill it out, and you can go there and actually purchase them. You can go to OfficeMax.com or Office Depot or Staples.com or whatever the case is. I just got my LLC. Oh, congratulations. Okay. So now you have to get your employer tax identification number. You have to get your bank account. I'm getting the DBA on Friday. MIEIN. You don't need a DBA if you got your LLC. You got your LLC. You don't need that. Your LLC is sufficient enough. You will need your EIN number or federal tax ID number, which is the same thing. Yep. Yeah, yeah, your LLC is sufficient enough. You don't need them both. You don't need to get just a regular DBA and your LLC. A DBA is generally what you get from maybe your local city, local county, but it stands for doing business as. Okay, you have a general LLC name. That's good. Okay. Yep. 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 You get your bank account and all of that, and start marketing. Start looking for new contracts. There's different ways you can do it. You can do it by phone. You can go door to door. You can use Craigslist. You can do advertising, like on social media platforms. You can use this method I call text message marketing, which is what supplies are sufficient for startup. I like to say if you can get commercial cleaning products, like certified professional cleaning products and solutions, start there. But if you can't, then you can start with what you have and kind of build yourself up. Like when I first started, what I did was I got a vacuum cleaner from the resale shop. I had a broom, had a dustpan. I bought some wipes from Family Dollar, Dollar General, one of those, like some wipes. And I got some microfiber rads from Home Depot, right? And what else? I bought $50 worth of just regular household cleaners. 409 cleaners, Fabuloso. I bought the works, everything. Like I just bought just a variety of stuff. And then I just used what I thought I needed to use in the very beginning. My budget was $50, so I came like home with a lot of cleaner products for $50. That was my limit. Whatever I could get for $50 is what I got for $50, and I used that for all my contracts. And then as I started building money and learning about professional cleaning products and solutions, then I switched over. Yep. And if you get a bank account, if you get a bank account, I would suggest that you start with maybe a credit union. Credit unions tend to be a lot friendlier. Yep, that's how you do it, Tion. Thank you, Evolve. Um, I mean, you can find you can get Mean Green. Get Mean Green. That's a good cleaner. You'll find a lot of all-purpose cleaners. You can just Google it, order it offline. So there's a lot of different ways that you could do it. But like me, I was really what they call down bad in the beginning. So like I said, I got my first vacuum cleaner from the resale shop. like Salvation Army or a secondhand store. And I turned it on. As long as it worked, I took it home, wiped it off, kind of cleaned it up a little bit, made it look like something. And I used it for a very long time before I bought a new one. Do most commercial cleaning buildings get their floor waxed? King James. I can't say because every property is different, and a lot of people don't care about the building as other companies do. So I would say it varies. And guys, here's another thing, guys. I want you guys, if you don't have a mentor like in your life and nobody that you can consult with, that you can talk to, turn that off. If you don't have a mentor, anybody that you consult with or talk to, what I would suggest is that you guys revert back to the likes of Napoleon Hill, Andrew Carnegie, Jim Rohn, Anthony Robbins, Eric Thomas, Grant Cardone. Like for motivation. Tiance, we have you. And I appreciate that. But when you guys cleaning, like, what motivate me is I actually listen to these guys before bed. Like I download them to both of my phones, this one and the one that I'm recording on, right? And I'll put in the headphones, these right here, plug them up in my ear, and even when I'm here, I'm walking around, it's like I'm always in la la land. I'm always dreaming. I'm always dreaming. That's what I call it, because once I listen to them, it's like they put information in my head that make me feel like I can do more and more, more and more, more and more. Here's a book that you guys should get if you don't have it already. Think and Grow Rich. Okay, I would get that book. Think. My pen don't want to work. Think and Grow Rich. Another book that you will want to get is The Magic of Thinking Big. The Magic of Thinking Big. Okay. How to Win. How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's Andrew Carnegie. That's a good book. 10X. That's a good book. Grant Cardone. Highly recommended too. So if you guys are not readers, or you don't have the time to read, download some of these guys. Like, there's an audio that I love. I stand by it. I will always stand by it. I would never switch on that audio. And it's by Napoleon Hill. One, it's called Think and Grow Rich. Two, it's called Your Right to Be Rich. Okay? Your Right to Be Rich and Think and Grow. Yeah, Your Right to Be Rich and Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Another one you might want to get is A Positive Mental Attitude by Napoleon Hill and W. Clement Stone. Okay, there's a lot of guys that you guys can get motivated by. Eric Thomas, he's the top one of the top ones right now, right? He's killing it. I listen to him religiously, okay, and I stay motivated. So again, if you don't have anybody that believe in you or anybody that's real close to you, I know how I feel to want to do something. You want your boyfriend to help you out or be on your team, or you want your girlfriend to help you out and encourage you, and sometimes it's just not in them because they don't believe in themselves. So how are they going to believe in somebody else, right? But you can restore the belief within them by you being successful. Because once they see you being successful in the cleaning thing, they'll say, you know what? I always wanted to be a model. I think I'm gonna go for it. You know what? I always wanted to be a whatever. I think I'm gonna go for it. I love Grant Cardone. He's so good at sales and just general information and inspiration. He is. Grant is a great guy. I had a chance to meet Grant. Uh, could be a douche at times, but he's a good guy. He means good, and his training is definitely superb. He has great training. Yeah, yeah, you're right about that, Taryn. And another guy you guys might want to check out. It's one of my all-time favorites right now, and that's Gary V. Gary Vaynerchuk. I always say his name wrong, but Gary V. Now that guy, um, Ty Lopez, not that big on him. Um, I like that he's successful and that he's a book geek, but I'm not really that big on Ty. Knowledge. Yeah. So, I just wanted to throw that out there because a lot of you guys, might think that you don't have anybody to look up to in terms of motivation and things of that sort. But if you pop these guys on, inherently, like, it'll just be the most amazing thing. Like, you'll forget about a lot of things that you're going through. You'll forget about the fact that you thought you couldn't win because these guys just got a way in their spirits to encourage you that you can do it. They just got a way of their presentation that show you that, like, hey, I can really do this shit. Um, but don't just get yourself motivated, and then don't jump out there. You have to follow that motivation up. You guys got any more questions for me before I get out of here? You got a questions for tonight? Okay, okay. Well, that's gonna cut it for now, you guys. You can reach me at bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Just put in the subject uh, live or live feed, so I know where you're coming from, and I'll be more than willing to. If you got, oh, before I leave, now here's what I got for you guys, and this is my Christmas thing, and and especially if James, if he's still on here, he tell you pay top dollar for this stuff. Okay, my flyers, I have. Okay, it's one for 50, two for 100. it's 1 for 50, 2 for 100. Now, my Christmas offering is my Christmas special to you guys. If you want one flyer, it'd be $35, right? Just for the one flyer. If you want two, which is the sales letter, okay? I got one that's a flyer and one that's the sales letter that you can use. It's already put together. All you have to do is just edit our stuff out and put your stuff in there. But that'll be $75 total for both. Now you can't beat it, okay? My estimate breakdown sheet and my contract. Again, if you ask James, he paid full price for this stuff. My contract itself is $500. I'm giving it to you guys as a Christmas special for $200 flat. My estimate breakdown sheet is $299. I'm giving it to you for $100 flat. So for those that say, well, I don't know how much to charge, here's your opportunity right now to get that order in. Okay, so whatever you're interested in, put in the subject that particular item. So if you're interested in coaching, I'm doing my coaching for $45. My coaching is $75 per hour. Right now we're letting it go for $45, okay, per hour. You can get whatever you want. This is the holiday price, okay. I also have DVDs for VCD floor cleaning and also window washing cleaning. I also have DVDs for carpet cleaning. They're all $99 a piece. You can get those all at $66 a piece. $66 a piece. DVD, bar none, the best. Okay, so, and it goes into detail on how to do VCT floor cleaning, how to do window cleaning, how to do carpet cleaning. Okay, it's always a good thing to have, even if you don't expect to do it no time soon. At least you got it in your arsenal. Okay, so again, if you want the coaching is $45. The estimate breakdown is $100. The contract, which is a steal, I mean, you're basically robbing me on that, because that's $200 and that's $500. Okay, you can get the flyer for one for $35. 2 for $75. Okay, so if you're interested in any of that stuff, or if you just need me to help you drive leads, now I got the program in place. If you email me and say put drive leads to me, put that as at the subject. Okay, drive leads to me. If you're interested in that, put in the subject drive leads to me. I'll tell you about that program and we'll be able to help you there. Okay, there's no one on this internet platform, on this YouTube platform, that's more passionate not only about my own success but about you guys to become successful and helping you guys out. I realize that it's only one me. My time is very, 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 very valuable. Okay, but I get results. Absolutely, I get results. I had a great Thanksgiving. I'm going to have a great Christmas. I'm going to have a great first quarter, going into the first quarter. If you're definitely interested, only the serious people that really know that they really want to run the business, that they really want to get these leads going, that they really want to get appointments booked, only my really serious-minded people. I got the flyers. They're damn near giving away for it. $35 for one, $75 for two. Okay, so the lead generation program, email me. Let me see. The call local leads and get book walkthroughs. Email me, Taryn. Put drive leads to me. It looked like I'm about to get cut off because of the battery. You guys got the email, bookfabiohart@gmail.com, bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Email me right now. I'm right here on my phone. I'm ready to take your emails. Give me your number. I'm going to call you back personally. You're going to personally talk to me. I'm going to share with you what I can do for you. If I can help you, I'm going to help you. If I can't help you, I'll let you know that I can't help you, or I'll transfer you over to maybe another company or somebody else or some other place that might be able to help you if I can't help you. I want you to win. You have to want it as bad as you want to breathe. You have to know it in your heart that you have what it takes to win. I'm Fabio Hart. The only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you.